Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about Across the Ruined Sea update because this is actually a pretty exciting update for a lot of us. So the first thing is the guide that they're offering in here. Now this is actually really cool because you're going to be able to acquire a whole bunch of these base event tickets, which is phenomenal. That is so good because these things are actually going to allow you to pick an S rank character in the future, not currently right now in the game, but in the future, I believe during the Noctis event, if I could be mistaken, but in the future, we will be able to use these particular tickets to actually choose an S rank character in the base event where we normally farm for our A rank characters. This is a patch that will happen in the future and is currently on CN. So you might want to save these things for that because you can guarantee an S rank of your choice from the base event banner where your A ranks are located. So this is actually pretty phenomenal. We also have an S rank selector and there's a lot of great choices in here. I'll probably make a separate video about this if you guys would like to see that, but that's actually really cool. Some more of these limited tickets. And then we also have an S weapon selector, which is also our 6-star weapon selector, which is phenomenal. I'm actually probably going to get Convoys because that's the one I actually need the most because I already have all the other weapons for all of my other characters on this account. But this is freaking awesome. This is just nothing but a bunch of free stuff that we all have gotten, which is sweet. Then we have equipment gold, where you can equip certain weapons on or certain memories on your characters. It says 44%. I'm not exactly sure what you get whenever you fully achieve this, but I mean, it's nice, right? It's a nice little thing that we get to do. And then we have the Guild Summer Azure, where we have a new Guild Expedition right here, this Guild Expedition 2, which is pretty cool. You can come in here, and as long as your guild has a certain amount of activity, you'll be able to select a certain difficulty for them. I actually couldn't select any of these difficulties, but this one right here, unfortunately, because there's a lot of players that just aren't playing in the guilds. So if you're interested in joining a PGR guild, I play mine every single day. You're welcome to join mine. The name of it is Wolfpack. Right here, Wolfpack is the name of it. And I am on the Asia server if you are interested in joining. We also have Leap for Rosetta, which is actually really good. And let me tell you what, guys, Rosetta's Leap makes her much stronger. She becomes way more powerful when you level these things up. Even on my free-to-play account, this made an enormous difference for her and for Bianca, as many of you are going to be pulling tomorrow. She is just such an awesome character, especially when you get that leap unlocked. And then we get into the actual event itself, and there's really not a whole lot here right now because none of it's really unlocked. You have this here where you can actually get some serum every day. This is actually really good for farming in the game. So do make sure that you are doing all these things. All you gotta do is click on advance, go to wherever you need to, play it, get those extra serums, get those extra memories. That's really going to help your progression in the game. And then you have the main story, right? I already know what the story is because I actually watched it on the CN version of the game, but it's really good. It's really good. The boss is pretty wild. And then you have the Material Abyss Voyage. And here's just where we normally farm for our regular materials. You go in the event shop, and you're going to be able to acquire these. You're going to use 4 Charlotte on your Bianca, and depending on the level of your Bianca, whether she's SS and below or SS3 and up, really is going to depend on the other 2 memories that you're going to put on her, other than the 4 Charlottes. Usually, if you're SS and below, it's going to be 4 Charlottes with 2 Cotties. So 3 Charlottes on top, 1 Charlotte on bottom, and 2 Cotties. Or it's going to be 3 Charlottes on top, 1 Charlotte on bottom, and 2 Lowen hooks is actually what you would put on the character, which are these right here. You'd have 2 of these on bottom, and that's if she's SS3 and above. So just a little tidbit for the memories that you're going to be putting on your Bianca, depending on the level of her. Again, SS and below, it'll be 4 of her Charlottes and 2 Cotties. And if it's going to be SS3 and above, it's going to be 4 Charlottes and 2 of these Lowen hooks on the bottom. The Charlottes are always going to be on the top, and then you're either going to have the 2 Cotties on the bottom slots or the 2 Lowen hooks on the bottom slot. But I'm super excited for Bianca because it is time, boys. It is time. You know, we only have 1 more day. She's going to show up. You're going to start pulling for her. I'll talk about her pet. I'll talk about her weapon, whether or not you should pull for the weapon or pet, which would be more viable for you, because her pet really will offer a tremendous amount for her, and considering that it's a whole lot cheaper than a weapon, I do think there might be situations where it might be better just to pull for the pet instead of the weapon. The weapon will always be available in the future. However, the weapon adds a lot of damage and an insane quality of life for Bianca, but we'll talk about that whenever she shows up tomorrow. And before I forget, we also have this right here, which is pretty damn cool. So we have this little FOS rating committee, and this is phenomenal because you can actually get more of these event tickets, but whenever you get to A1, A2, you're actually going to be able to acquire some more memory resonances, which is awesome, guys. That is so good because those guarantee the exact resonance for your memory that you want. And when you click on here, you'll notice it changes, and whenever you start going up through here, you're going to be able to get to the top where you're going to get more of these memory resonance. You're going to get a whole lot more of these base event tickets. You're going to get some extra memories. This is a really wonderful thing for all players, but especially brand new players that start the game. So I'm really happy to see this. This was so useful whenever I started my CN account and helping my progression. So it's really going to help us get the right exact memory resonance that we want on our characters. You're going to get those base event tickets. And again, guys, like I said earlier, there's going to be a patch in the future. It's going to be a ways down the road, but there's going to be a patch in the future where you can come in here and you're going to be able to go to your base right here where we normally farm for A rank characters. This is where you use these tickets, right? We can acquire a whole bunch of these from the guide. We can acquire a whole bunch of these from the new game mode. And whenever you have 15,000 of these, you're going to get an S rank character out of here. After 60 pulls, you get an S rank character. But in the future, you actually will be able to choose an S rank character of your choice. So as long as you have enough of these limited tickets, whenever that does arrive in PGR, and granted, it's going to be a good ways down the road, guys. I think it's going to be a good maybe 10 months down the road, maybe a little bit longer before that's actually going to arrive. But it's a good, easy way to get a free S rank character of your choice, which is phenomenal. And I do want to remind all of you of that because that guide will add a tremendous amount of these things. It's really going to make a difference. I know it's tempting to go in there and just start pulling. I get it. I totally understand, especially if you're a brand new player, because after 40 pulls, you actually get an S rank character. And I would do that if I was a brand new player. But if you're a veteran, you've been playing this game for a while, I would advise just really saving up these things so that way you can choose an S rank character of your choice in the future. So guys, let me know what you think about the Across the Sea event, and I will be pulling for Bianca, her pet, and her weapon in tomorrow's video, and I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. JJ+7 time. The link is in the description below, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See everybody. Take care.